Now there's a screen capture going, and the only reason I know it's going is because these little green things that indicate how big a box I dragged open are kind of blinking, and the button for record is grayed out. So it's that simple. It's just now it's recording. It's using my mic and everything, and it's following my mouse around on the screen. So I kind of have a poor introduction there, but we are going to create an account over here at Gun Channels. So we opened up gunchannels.com, and when you don't have an account yet, it'll look something like this. It'll be asking you for your login information. It'll give you some information about the site, and then it'll start to show you the recent activity, some pictures, the current events that are upcoming.
Hey, G-Wubs there?
Yeah.
You were breaking up. I don't know if it was just me or if...
I thought it was me.
Oh, it's breaking up. Maybe I have too much video going. I'll move.
You were robot and real bad.
Okay. Since this isn't super video intensive, I dropped my bandwidth down. Does that help at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem fine.
Okay. So I guess I don't know where I started breaking up there, but I was just saying that Gun Channels, when you aren't logged in, will basically just kind of welcome you. It'll give you a place to log in. And it'll just disappear randomly, I guess. Not sure why I did that. So it'll give you that welcome message, give you a place to log in, and then it'll start to show you some of the current pictures and upcoming events, what people have been posting on the main page, as well as some other stuff like this girl in a bathing suit and other things. And then so you can check it out, you can explore it if you want. Gun Channels has basically three major sections. The community section, which is where we hang out and interact and create channels and build brands and that kind of thing. Then we have the resource section, which is under construction still, and that is where eventually we will have all kinds of, like a Wikipedia for pro gun stuff, and that'll be an always growing section. And that is where the Gun Channels University is, which is what we're working on right now, building a piece of that. Then we have the media section, which is where we try to keep our fingers on the pulse of all the stuff that's happening firearms related through all the different forms of media that might be out there. And again, that part will always grow and be probably the biggest part of the site, because we all are interested in this stuff, either building it or watching it or experiencing it happen, right? And that's where you find the link to the live chat, by the way. This last item is just to give you some website navigation, and that's kind of what we're building now. You know, these videos that are going to be turned into part of the site navigation. And then if you want to help support Gun Channels, there's some options on that link. So we're going to create the account now. So there's a little button that says sign up at the top of every page if you're not already a member. I guess I should mention before I keep going, you can get in here and dig around and see all the different places and enjoy everything there is on Gun Channels without being a member. The only thing you won't be able to enjoy, for example, is if I went to Gun Channels University, which is where we're broadcasting live right now, I could click on this link and you will see one of those inside of a view kind of thing here. I have to mute it, but you'll see that the chat room here is blank because I'm not logged in. I have not yet become a member, so I have no way to log in, which means I'm not seeing the hilariously awesome and insightful conversation that's happening in that chat box right there, but it's happening. So let's log in. So like I said, up at the top there's a button you can do that. We'll click on sign up, and it'll say, do you want to be a free member? Do you want to pay 12 bucks a month or $1 12 bucks a year or $1 a month basically? And then there's other options once you're a member if you want to participate at a $7.62 a month level. Some people do that, and that's actually what keeps Gun Channels going, is those $7.62 a month members. Pretty much keep it going. The $12 a month members do bring in a bunch of money, but because it's only once a year, it's just, you know, it's not paying the monthly bills. But anyway, you can join for free, and encourage you to do so. Click on free, and then we'll start with some stuff like the email address. So we saved our email address over here, and I don't like to type anything ever if I can help it, so I'll just look for where I can get it for free. Come on, give me my email address. But something up here tells me my email address is. Yeah. So grabbing that email address so I don't have to type it, and then I'm going to paste it in there. We'll give it a password, and you're not supposed to do this, but I'll use that same password because now I won't. I'll give it a little bit different. I will add some numbers to it or something to make it a little bit different. Never a good idea to use the same password on too much stuff. And then we will save this. Alright, so a profile address is basically what people are going to type in to find you on Gun Channels. So we'll just call this one University. And the time zone that you're in, I am in Arizona. Thought we had our own, I guess not. And then the CAPTCHA. And then I agreed to the term of service, which is probably awesome. I don't remember writing it, so it'll be a while. I have not written that in a while. We'll click on Save Password, so I don't have to worry about typing it in all the time. So what's your username? Is the one that people are going to see, I guess, right? But here's the lame part, and I guess I have to, this reminds me I have to go change that. Your first name is what's going to show up, right? So I'm just going to put University in there, or I guess make that GCU. Then you just give it whatever you want for this stuff because none of it's mandatory. And you can type in all kinds of interesting stuff like your website and your YouTube and your Facebook and your Instagram, and if you're doing Stitcher Radio or iTunes, why don't we have iTunes in here? And then Google Plus and Twitter and Patreon. So whatever kind of brand you might be making, we tried to incorporate it here. If we're missing something that we should have in here, let us know because we can add that. We added stuff like your favorite gun and knife and caliber and whatnot, just to give you kind of icebreaker for people you might meet on the site, so everybody kind of knows where you're coming from. Can add a photo, so let's do that. Let's see, this computer's brand new, so it's not going to have any photos, so let's just go to the internets. I don't know, type in gun picture. Ugh, I went to Yahoo. What do I go to Yahoo for? I'm on Chrome. Where do you get pictures in Yahoo? Image results. None of these are even my pictures. Yuck.
You know, I saw one of your pictures out in the wild one day.
I can usually find them, like right here I typed in AK-47 on Yahoo on a brand new computer and found one of my pics. That's always fun. So I'll put this into the Gun Channels folder that I created, and then I'll close that window, and I'll close that window, and I'll close that window, and I'll jump back over here and choose that folder or that file. Boom, so there's my picture, and we'll go on to next. And now we're a member of Gun Channels, so this will conclude this walkthrough, kind of a sloppy walkthrough, but the first of many hopefully. And this was also being recorded during a live session, so this was a walkthrough inside of a walkthrough inside of a walkthrough, because we're also walking through the screen capture software. So whatever point you are watching this, wherever point you are, some of it's ending. So I'll click stop.